Welcome to my NFL Week 3 picks video. Play along, post your picks in the comments below. Last week I went 9-7 straight up and 8-8 against the spread. This makes me 21-11 for the year straight up and 17-15 against the spread for the entire season. Let's see how I do for Week 3. It starts off Thursday night in San Fran with the Giants visiting the 49ers. San Francisco is a big 10.5 point favorite with the over-under at 45. The Giants had a fantastic comeback last week to beat the Cardinals, but they won't make it 2 in a row. San Francisco wins but doesn't cover. I got 49ers 27, Giants 21. We are going to start Sunday's action with Tennessee traveling to Cleveland to play the Browns. Cleveland's a 3-point favorite with the over-under at 40.5. As I am making this video, it appears that Nick Chubb's season is over. Tennessee is coming off of a big overtime win against the Chargers. The Browns, on the other hand, are coming off of a tough loss. Combined with Chubb's season-ending injury has me believing Tennessee is primed for an upset. I got Titans 21, Browns 19. Next up is Atlanta traveling to Detroit to play the Lions. Detroit is a 3-point favorite and the over-under is 46. Atlanta is 2-0 while Detroit is 1-1 following a tough loss at home in overtime. This week I got Detroit rebounding and handing Atlanta its first loss of the season. Give me Lions 27, Falcons 23. Next up is Indianapolis traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Baltimore is a 7.5 point favorite with the over-under at 44. As I am making this video, Anthony Richardson is in concussion protocol and is not known if he will play Sunday. I believe he will, and the growing pains will continue as Baltimore advances to 3-0 for the season. Give me Ravens 31, Colts 17. Next up is Buffalo traveling to Washington to play the Commanders. Washington is a 6.5 point home dog with the over-under at 44.5. Washington had a great come from behind victory at Denver last week while Buffalo beat up the Raiders. I like Buffalo to win this week in a tight one. Give me Bills 28, Washington 26. Before I go forward, I want to ask you to smash that like button, and if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out when you subscribe to the channel. Now let's continue. Next is a really good AFC East showdown as the Patriots travel to New York to play the Jets. New York is a 3-point home dog with the over-under at 36.5. New England is winless while the Jets are adapting to life without Rodgers. I expect a low-scoring defensive matchup, but I like New England to get win number 1 here. Give me Patriots 19, Jets 17. Next up, we have the Chargers traveling to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Minnesota is a 1-point favorite with the over-under at 54. These two playoff teams from 2022 are both winless and need this game desperately. I think both teams are talented, and it's a shame that one of them will be 0-3 after this game. I think it's going to be a fun one. Give me the Vikings 31, Chargers 30. Next up is Denver traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. Miami's a 6.5 point favorite with the over-under at 48. Denver lost a heartbreaker last week and is trying to get their first win of the season. Denver has lost 2 games by a total of 3 points. Miami at 2-0 is leading the AFC East and is the AFC's highest scoring team. I think this one is close, but the fish come out on top. Give me Dolphins 30, Broncos 27. Next up is an AFC South showdown as the winless Texans travel to Jacksonville to play the Jags. Jacksonville is a 9.5 point favorite with the over-under at 43.5. I got a feeling this one is closer than expected, but I still think Jacksonville comes out on top. I got Jags 27, Texans 24. Next up is the 2-0 Saints traveling to Lambeau to play the Packers. Green Bay is a 1.5 point favorite with the over-under at 43. Green Bay lost a tough one in Atlanta last week, and while I like Green Bay at home, I'm going with a minor upset here. I got Saints 24, Packers 23. Now that we nailed all 9 of the early games, it's time for some afternoon delight. We start off with Carolina trying to get Bryce Young the first win of his career in Seattle. The Seahawks are a 6-point favorite and the over-under is 42. Seattle had a massive road overtime victory last week, and I do worry about the Seahawks coming home a little flat. That said, I still like Seattle here. Give me Seahawks 27, Panthers 20. Next, we have Dallas traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Arizona is a massive 12-point home dog with the over-under at 43.5. After blowing a 20-0 first half lead against the Giants, a team Dallas beat 40-0 week 1, I have little faith in this team. Dallas wins big here, Cowboys 34, Cardinals 17. Next is the largest spread of the day as the winless Bears travel to Arrowhead to play the Chiefs. Kansas City is a massive 12.5 point favorite with the over-under at 47.5. The Chiefs don't like to cover these big spreads, and I got a feeling this game will be closer than most people expect. I expect the Bears to be winless after this, but cover. Chiefs 27, Bears 20. Sunday night, we have a good one as the Steelers travel to Vegas to play the Raiders. Vegas is a 1.5 point favorite with the over-under at 43.5. I really struggled with this one, but I'm going with Pittsburgh in a tight one. Give me Steelers 21, Raiders 20. We have another Monday night double play starting with a pair of unbeatens. We have Philly traveling to Tampa Bay to play the Bucks. Tampa is a 5-point home dog with the over-under at 45.5. I think this game is going to be tighter than most people expect. Give me Eagles 23, Bucks 20. The other Monday night game, we have the Rams traveling to Cincy to play the Bengals. Cincinnati is a 2-point favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Cincinnati is winless and desperate. They do just enough to get in the win column on Monday night. Give me Bengals 24, Rams 21. These are my picks, but I really want to hear from you. Post your picks in the comments below. Every Tuesday and Friday, I go live. I've had some great guests joining the show, and during the live stream, all questions are answered and anything goes. This season, all 17 Chiefs games, I will be live with play-by-play reaction to the game. Join me every Chiefs game and jump on the live stream where, again, all questions are answered and anything goes. I hope to see you again, hopefully very soon.